So drones have been flying around the skies for decades, but even still, very few people know how to get cinematic quality footage out of these very capable tools. So today we're going to look at 5 tips to get cinematic drone footage in under 5 minutes. So I've been flying my drone for a little less than a year now. I've had a lot of experience with it, and I get a ton of compliments from my friends on B-roll in my vlogs and everything. The drone I have is the Mavic Pro. It is an amazing drone. It's so small, like size of my head. We have 3-axis gimbal, 4K camera, can shoot beautiful video. You can look at some of it here. I just wanna keep calling your name until you come back home. I just wanna keep calling your name until you come back home. So before you go out and start shooting, make sure you have these 5 things down, because this can make or break your quality video. Number 1, make sure that you're shooting in 24 frames per second. There's an option you can go into settings, shoot 4K the highest option, or the next one down. I think there are 2 4K options, and just shoot 24 frames per second. It's the cinematic standard, the one that filmmakers have been using. If you guys want to know more about frame rates, I have made a whole video just about that up here. You can also look at it in my Film Tip Friday playlist. It really explains how frame rates work and how slow motion works. The second thing I want to cover is that you guys should never really shoot in auto. Always shoot manual mode. It allows you to control your kind of lighting that you want to achieve. When you're shooting manual, you should always expose for the brightest part of the image. And if you guys don't want to expose for the sky, you can just tilt the camera down and expose for the ground, and your problem is fixed. When you shoot in auto mode, it's going to start bouncing around and it's going to try to expose for different parts of the image, and it looks like iPhone video. Shoot manual. Number 3. Get a feel for the music that you're going to use before you start flying, and while you're flying, listen to that same kind of music. So say the song that you're going to be using in your final video is going to be an acoustic guitar solo, or a piano concerto, or a really chill kind of techno song. Whatever you're going for, you want to listen to a song with that same tempo, that same beat, and that same kind of vibe while you're shooting. So you can just imagine what it's going to look like. Editors and filmmakers should always edit to the beat of your music. It's a really important thing that will enhance your footage so much. I mean, I can make a whole other video about that, editing to your music. It's a good one. Should probably do that eventually. But yeah, just listen to the kind of music that you're gonna shoot with while you're flying. When a lot of people get their drone and first start flying, their footage is probably gonna be really jittery. They have the remote controller and the sticks, and they don't know how to control them properly. So what you should do when you're flying, instead of getting that jittery movement, something that'll really help is to put your fingers on the side of the joystick instead of on them, because when it's on the side, you can just press softly and it'll make everything a lot smoother. It'll give you more control. I don't suggest shooting in auto modes because that really takes away the learning experience. It is kind of an auto mode, but it's not. It's called tripod mode. Some drones have it. Put it into tripod mode and bam, I'll get crazy good shots without a whole lot of skill. I would say slower shots do typically look better than really high-speed shots unless you have a need for that high-intensity action. There's always an exception, but generally speaking, that is the best way to shoot, is just slow and cinematic. The 5th and final tip is that you guys should just go out with a plan. Have some intention before you start flying. Don't press record, just fly around for 10 minutes and then come back. You guys should really plan out each shot before you go. Have your spot. Okay, here's A, here's B. Start recording, do whatever kind of thing you're gonna do, and then when you're to that point, stop the video and come up with something else. There's so many different kind of camera movements you can do. Again, that's another video I could go way into depth on. So I just hope that you learned some stuff from this video, and if you did, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. We have new content coming out every week. Ring the notification bell button. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.